Hello everybody! Thanks so much for clicking on today's video. Today we are going to check in for week 3 of February's budget. We're going to go over what we spent, how we saved, so if that sounds like something you're interested in, then please stay tuned. If this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, well hi, my name is Emmy. I am a married person, I have 2 children under the age of 6, and I like to create budgeting content where we talk about how we plan to get out of over $200,000 worth of debt. So much debt. I like to go over different savings challenges, how we spend our money, how we save our money, just to kind of keep ourselves accountable so that way we can get out of this debt as soon as possible. So if that sounds like a journey you want to follow along with, then please feel free to subscribe and like this video so I know you want to see more content like this. To all my returning subscribers, hello, leave me a comment down below so I know you stopped by. All right, we are officially halfway through the month of February, but according to my budget, we are almost done with February. I do budget from the 25th to the 25th of every month just because that's how my husband gets paid. He gets paid on the 25th once a month, so it's just how our budgeting system works out. So for us, week 3 of February's budget runs from February 10th through February 16th. So we just ended week 3, and I want to show you how we did. We did pretty darn well, if I do say so myself. We had a rollover a little bit higher than expected of $616.64. I did mention in my last video that I received a promotion, and I wasn't sure how much my actual payment was going to be once taxes were taken out and insurance and all of that fun stuff. So I estimated about $1,800, but I actually got a paycheck of $1,965.97. Now, if you've been following me for a while, my paycheck used to be around the 1,100 mark, and then I got a promotion, so it was around the 1,350 mark, and so this is a huge pay bump for my family, and I've already I don't know, I have so many plans for where this is going to go, so I'm so excited for this. We used a whole bunch of sinking funds this week because of it being Valentine's Day, and my husband's birthday happens to be February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. So lots of spending happened, but the good news is we had money in our sinking funds to cover all of that. I expected us to get some money from our cashback apps for this week, but it actually doesn't hit our bank account until February 17th, which is the next week. So I zeroed it out, but I'll have it available next week. And we got a huge surprise. Our state tax refund came in this week. I filed taxes relatively early this year, and usually our taxes still take a while to hit in terms of a refund. And we got our state taxes back, and then we actually got our federal tax refund yesterday, I believe. So that is the next week, in week 4. So we're getting all the tax refunds, we're getting all of the promotions. February's a good month. February's a good month. We're gonna knock out some debt this month. I'm so excited. And for the past couple of months, American Express has been giving us around $80 worth of cash back, but this month they only gave us $54.57 back. We do have an American Express credit card that we use for our everyday purchases, such as gas, groceries, eating out, things like that, but we pay it off at the end of every day. We never have a balance on this card. We use our American Express credit card solely for the cashback rewards. It's not much, but I mean, $50 extra a month, that does add up. So our total income for this week is $6,941.04. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. The good news is we didn't have a lot of bills this week. We had to pay our water bill and then our Apple storage bill. And I did pay my daughter's daycare, but I had to pay online because I forgot to write a check. And when you pay online, there is an extra fee, and I forgot to account for that in week 2's budget. So it was an extra $9.53 to pay online. So all of those bills came out to $68.42. So if I subtract that from our income, we are left with $6,872.62. The next category is debt payments, and I'm so excited about this one. We paid the minimum debt payment on my husband's car, which is $352.13, and the extra debt payment you see here is the Capital One credit card. I paid off the rest of my Capital One credit card, and that card is done. No more Capital One. I'm so excited. And obviously we used the state tax refund to pay for that. Plus we have some money left over to go towards other things, which I'll show you later. But oh, one of those debts are knocked off, and it's just such a good feeling. Such a good feeling. Sorry guys, my husband just came home from work. Anyway, so we ended up paying $1,594.43 towards debt. So if I subtract that from what's left over, we have $5,278.19 to go into our next category, which is expenses. So for food, I usually budget $300 per week for my family of 4, and that includes groceries and eating out. We went a little over budget. We spent $306.44. I give my husband $100 a week, and I've recently started giving myself $100 a week due to the Dice Savings Challenge. I rolled a 7, which means I only was allowed to spend $93 this week. Both of us went over budget just a little bit. My husband spent $101.60 and I spent $105.13. As far as gas goes, this week I had to fill up twice and my husband had to fill up twice. I don't know why we were both driving so much this week, but we were. So normally what would be $100 worth in our budget, we both spent $185.59 in gas, which seems like a lot, but in previous weeks we haven't been spending our whole $100, so it all kind of evens out to where we're right on track for February. And like I said, for sinking funds, usually we spend $1,000 a month on sinking funds. So divided by 4, that's about $250 per week. But I really should have thought about the fact that it is my husband's birthday this week and Valentine's Day this week. So we did a lot of spending in our different sinking fund categories. So we spent $94.90 in personal care. I went and got my nails done, and my husband got a haircut. We spent $514.52 in gifts. This was for a big screen TV for our living room. That was my gift to my husband for his birthday and Valentine's Day, because that's a hefty price tag. So we have a big TV in our living room that just died on us. And so for temporary measures, we used a really small flat screen TV for a while, and it was just getting too much to watch such a small screen. So we ended up splurging and got a big flat screen, and we got it for a pretty good deal as well. Health sinking fund, we spent $925. That was just on some medicine. And we spent $125 out of our holiday sinking fund, and that was for a nice Valentine's Day dinner. We spent $74.59 from our kids sinking fund, and that was to pay for a babysitter for Valentine's Day. Plus I bought my son and my daughter a couple of gifts for Valentine's Day. We spent $63.08 in our house sinking fund, and that was to pay for some extension cords and other wires that we needed for the big TV. And then we spent $16.52 out of entertainment, and that was just a little splurge to go get some donuts. So altogether, we spent $897.86 in our different sinking funds, which I know is a lot, but it was kind of a busy week. And the good thing is we did have money in our different sinking fund accounts to cover that. Nothing from unbudgeted, which means we spent a whopping $1,596.62 for expenses. If I subtract that from what's left over, that leaves us with $3,681.57, which we can roll into our final category, which is savings. We have a Save and Go account that was set up with Wells Fargo, which means that anytime a direct debit comes out of our checking account, Wells Fargo takes a percentage of that and moves it into a savings account for us. We didn't sign up for it. It was just something that happened when we set up our account. And it's not much, you know, about $2 every week. It's not a lot of money that you'll be missing. So it's just an easy way to save a little bit every week. So $2 was deposited to our savings account this week, and I did deposit $400 into the rest of our sinking fund accounts. And like I said, I did roll a 7 for the Dice Savings Challenge, so $7 went there. So we saved a total of $409 for our different savings accounts, which means that we are left with $3,272.57 to be rolled over into week 4, which isn't too bad, but I'm not going to spend it all in one place. In week 4, I am also, like I said, we did get our federal tax refund back, and I am expecting a bonus from my company. So we have a lot of extra income, and I do have a plan of where all that extra income is going to go. Most of it towards debt, surprise, surprise. But stay tuned for my next video so I can show you how I'm going to break down all this extra income, because there's nothing more dangerous than having a lot of income and not knowing where it's going to go, because then this is where it's going to go. I promise you, if there's no plan, it's going to go right here. So I'll show you in my next video where we plan on putting all of our different income streams. And that's it. Week 3 was a pretty good one. Yes, we were a little bit over budget, but it's not that bad. $1 here, $5 there. I'm actually pretty proud of what we did. We didn't splurge too much. Everything that we spent in sinking funds, it was all covered. So I'm actually pretty proud of the work we did in week 3. Plus, with all the extra income, I already have a plan going for week 4. So yeah, if you have any questions, please leave a comment down below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye-bye, guys.